Hello, good morning. It's a privilege for us to be here and testify regarding God's faithfulness. I'm Reny, he's Kiran. We've been married for around 12 years right now, and we have 2 kids. Okay, we have 2 kids, one who's 10 and one who's 6. So this year has its ups and downs, and God has been really faithful. And he's always been there, even when we have a lot of questions, and when we want to just be alone away from him, the moment we turn to him and face him and say that, God, we need you here, he's there. He just has a way of speaking to us, and the way he speaks to us is very personal, like the way he speaks to us through Bible, through Insta, through worship songs, everything. So he's been really faithful to us. We've had a lot of health issues this year, starting from my mom having a fracture, and my daughter who has a condition with regard to wheezing and asthma. And when she gets even a slight cold, it triggers her asthma, and her SpO2 level falls down drastically. So within like a couple of hours, her SpO2 might fall from 95 to below 80, and which is a really serious condition. This year we had to rush her to the hospital, and when she was admitted in the hospital, her SpO2 levels were at 64 per the discharge summary, which was something which means that God has been with us, and God has brought her out of this situation, brought us out of this situation, and he's been really faithful. So the first time Tessia was hospitalized, I was sitting in the ICU with her in bed, and I was in a really low position. So I imagine, or I really got a vision at that point, a cross dripping blood into 2 lungs, and the lungs were blooming with flowers. So this was something which I faced during that ICU period, and it actually carried me through as well. So this is something I remembered right now, and that is probably the very first time I had actually got a vision, and I've been holding on to it each time Tessia has a cold or cough. It is really difficult, but then you keep holding on to it. You fall down, you get up, and just go hold on to God.
There have been ups as well. A lot of good things have happened. I was very unhappy with work for the longest time. I've been searching for a job for 2-3 years, but towards the end of 23, I found a job. And also, as far as I can remember, right from the time I was 13-14, I've always been conscious, I won't say concerned, worried, but sometimes conscious of our finances. And all decision making has been based on our finances, my parents' finances, and all that. But this year, while we know that God is our provider, he's always been providing for us. But this year felt like, you're not waiting for your daily manna. You kind of transitioned to milk and honey. So that was good. So I haven't been too concerned about finances in 2024. So that's good. We were able to tick off something from our bucket list. We were able to make a trip to Europe, spent more than a week, 2 weeks in Switzerland and Germany. So that was nice. So it has been good. To summarize, I would say, in the sense, when you're in the middle of a storm, you really can't tell how long that's gonna be. But you can be rest assured that God is with you through the storm, and you do get to the other side. Right now, Reny's probably struggling with her work situation, but the fact that I waited for a time and I got to the other side of that storm, I guess that's the takeaway for her, and that keeps her going. So yeah, God's been faithful.
We would like to encourage anyone and any person who's struggling with dark thoughts or anything, to just hold on to the hem always. He's always faithful. Somehow or the other, he gets to you. Even when there are days when you can't just get up from your bed or just want to do anything regular, he's there with you. So just don't give up hope. Keep holding on to the hem, and he'll get you through this.